Hey everybody, welcome back to Eagle Muscle Garage. Today, I don't know why I did this, but I bought this thing. 1987 Ford van. Was our school van at one time. And somebody at the school said, hey, why don't you come dig this van out of my yard. So I'm like, okay, thinking it was a carbureted early 80s van. Well, it's not. It's a beaut. Let's just say that. I pulled the doghouse off, and it's an 87. Found out it's an 87. Fuel injected. And it's rough. Let's just say that. I bought it for scrap price, so I'm really not out much. But the one thing is that motor, and I think that trans will fit in my Bronco. So my Bronco is burning oil. It's got blow-by really bad, and so I either need to overhaul that engine or find out if this engine is good enough to put in that one. So let's find out and see if this thing will fire up. It smells like mice. 302. It's exactly what's in my Bronco. But my guess is there's something wrong with it. That's why it was parked. But we will see what's going on here. First, I'm going to grab this battery, plug it in, and see if it'll crank. So I'll put you guys right here. Pull the battery out of my Bronco. Try this. I'm going to clean these terminals up first. I'll be right back. Now, if you don't have one of these, get one. Clean up your terminals, your wires. Easy maintenance stuff. Clean these up. You take this end off, and you clean up your wire connector ends so you get good connection. Because when you're trying to get something running and things working, you gotta have good connection. So there's positive, negative. Now I'm gonna go grab a hammer and tap them on, make sure they're connected, because I'm sure those bolts are froze up. Now when you're doing stuff like this, don't pound on them too hard. This is a brass hammer. Just tap on them. Make sure it's getting good connection. Make sure your battery's charged. I know my battery's charged because I just pulled out of my Bronco and I just got out of it a half hour ago. So we should be good there. Now we're gonna try cranking it. Okay, here we go. We got buzzer. We got seatbelt light. We got check engine light, of course. Well, the AC don't work. Horn works. Radio works. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I'll crank it here and see what happens. Hear the fuel pump. That doesn't really mean anything. Okay, thing's not starting. So let me go get my fuel pressure gauge. And the fuel pressure gauge connects right there. And we'll be able to read pressure. I think this thing's supposed to have like 35, around 30, 35, 40 psi of pressure for it to run decent. So I'm gonna go grab my fuel pressure gauge. Now this is my fuel pressure gauge. So it should read around that area right in there. This is the adapter you're gonna need. Comes with a kit. So like I got this kit off of Amazon. Nothing spectacular, but it does the job. So I'm gonna put this on here, screw this on here. And then you screw this on. Okay, it's on there. Hopefully you can see that. Now if I turn this key, pressure should go up. And there's nothing. Try it again. Nothing. I think we got fuel going up there. Okay, let's try cranking it and see what it does. Yeah, we're not getting any pressure at all. So just because your fuel pump is running doesn't mean it's working. Just because it's running doesn't mean it's building pressure. So let's try it here again. If we build anything. Nothing. See, it kind of wants to do something, but we're not getting anything. So my next thing is, do we have spark? I think we got spark because it sounded like it wanted to fire, but we'll double check that. So I'll go grab that. I'm going to leave the key on. And we'll go grab my spark checker and a screwdriver. So the screwdriver is for, if I have my key on, the screwdriver, I can jump that starter solenoid as long as you have your key on. This screwdriver should work. So I got my spark checker, my screwdriver. Now we will see if we got any spark. Right now, I don't think we have any fuel. So you get down here to your cap and rotor, pull your coil wire off, plug this one in, and plug this in line together. So now it's plugged in. Everything's plugged in. Now we'll see if we got spark. That's where the screwdriver comes into play. Now we'll see if this lights up here. Now your starter solenoid is right there. Now I'm going to touch this one and this one together, and it should turn the motor over. Key's on, so ignition should be on. Okay, different screwdriver. Okay, so we got spark. That was lighting up. So we do have spark, so we can eliminate that. It sounds like we got compression. I think this thing's gonna need a fuel pump. I'm gonna grab some brake clean. We're gonna shoot some fuel into these right here, the intake, as I'm turning the engine over, and we'll see if it'll fire off. So you can use like starting fluid, a flammable brake clean. So like this stuff here is flammable. I like the green stuff better than the red stuff. That's just my preference. All right, now we're gonna jump starter solenoid, and I'm going to spray this into the intake, and if it runs off of this, then it's not getting fuel. So the thing isn't getting fuel. Probably should have checked oil first, but at least we solved the problem. I will have to drop the tank or figure out a way to put fuel pressure to this thing. It's got oil in it, so we're good there. So that'll be part one of the van. I'm gonna have to get some parts, probably a fuel pump, fuel filter. Might have to drop the tank or get a boat tank and see if we can get fuel pressure to this motor, because obviously it's not getting fuel. We checked fuel pressure, not getting fuel. It's got spark. We shot brake clean into the intake and it runs off of the brake clean. So that's where I'm at. Next video, I'll keep you updated. I'm gonna get a fuel pump, fuel filter, and maybe a different tank so I don't have to drop the tank, just to see if it'll run. So thanks for watching, guys. It's kind of a short video, but we're learning, aren't we? Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe.